When a man truly loves a woman, he experiences a deep feeling within. Sometimes it can be intense, other times it's not. He may feel enchanted and fascinated with a tender desire to provide for her, to protect and shelter that woman from harm, danger, and difficulty. Then there is this deeper and more spiritual feeling of love, a feeling of respect and admiration. For some people, it's almost like worship. I have to describe it before I tell you how to bring it out of a man. When you learn how to bring it out, your husband's love will become a source of joy to him. He will be more of a man because of it. It will provide him with greater incentive to succeed in life, giving him something to work for, something to live for, and if necessary, something to die for. You know, every time people have a near-death experience, one time somebody was trapped. I was in Canada and they were telling me the story of a man that was trapped in snow. The car swerved off and fell into a kind of valley, and snow covered him there, and he was dying and freezing to death. Hypothermia set in. And while he was dying, he said what kept him, what helped him to survive. I think he was there for about 2 days or 3 days before they finally rescued him. That each time he's about to sleep off, he remembers the wife's face. I have documentaries with over 100 people. One was a man that was in this ocean, Atlantic Ocean, for 9 months. They missed their way and they were drifting in the water. Whether their ship, the original ship, sank, and they got into a rafter and they were adrift on the water for 9 months, almost a whole year. About 2 people died, 3 of them survived. By the time they brought them out, they were like skeletons. They were trying to find out, how did you survive? What about water? It says sometimes rain will fall, they will catch water. And they drink, because you can't drink seawater. And they will catch enough to stop. Then sometimes they will kill some fish from the water and eat them raw. And I think in one time when one of them died, they had to eat some of their friend's body to stay alive. But these 3 men, they will tell you, each time they will get to the point of, they will get flashes of love. Love can make a man survive the insurmountable. Love is one of the most propelling force for success. When you have people you want to make happy, people whose future matter to you, it can add another energy to your drive for success. Your husband's love for you helps him, not just you. It makes him a better man. One of the things it does is that awakening your husband's love helps him find greater happiness and fulfillment. It propels him to achieve more in his vocation and ministry. There's a statistics we got, and they did some experiment, and men who don't tell their wife, I love you, who don't show appreciation for their wife, they found that they have more accidents, they have more health problems, they have more cases of losing their job and looking for a new job. They listed about 8 different problems. They hit other cars, and sometimes they run into all kinds of problems. Do you know that what happens? HR department in many of the companies, if they search, they will find out this. People who are having problems at home they carry a lot of those problems to where they work. It affects their concentration. You give them job. If you have a secretary that's having a marital problem, it will start misbehaving and typing nonsense, losing documents. A lady lost a huge amount of money, and the bank was now demanding that she would either get sacked, but first of all that she needed. They locked her up. She called me to pray for her and all of that. Finally, her family had to raise the money to settle the bank. And now they were discussing whether to sack her or not. And I said, what happened? He said, wahala at home. I was not concentrating anymore. So men, you see, loving your wife prolongs your life. You have less risk of high blood pressure, less risk of stroke, higher chance of living long.